All right, hey, welcome to Viper Rendezvous. I'm Ryan Firstenaw. Firstenaw Financial is my firm, and we are your title sponsor and host for the weekend. And so this is going to be a video that is going to be part of our drivers meeting. And we're going to have two drivers meeting, one the day of, that's going to be a little shorter, but I wanted to get a lot of the information to you ahead of time so you guys can be ready to go on track. And you know, this year, I mean, it's important to watch the whole video because we are going to verify that you watch the video. So at some point in this video, we're going to have a code word that we need you to remember and share with Ellie when you go in to register at the Viper Rendezvous. So listen for that code word, remember it, share it with Ellie. We'll know you watched the driver's video. If you don't know that code word when you go to see Ellie, she's going to ask you to watch the video again. So make sure you do remember the code word. So my team. So Ellie is my marketing director. You've probably visited with her. She's in charge of the event and all the details. So first of all, when you see her, thank her for organizing everything. But if you have questions, she's the one to talk to. You can email her, call her. All that information should be on the website. Or if you see her the day of the event, obviously she'd be the one to reach out to. Shayna from my team is also going to be there, Tyler, as well as Cassie. And so if you need anything, feel free to visit with them that weekend and they can point you in the right direction. Also, Jeff Lucina is the track manager. He and his team are really in charge of everything that happens on and around the track while we were there. We'll make sure and introduce you to him during our drivers meeting. Another important, we are texting out information. So texting will occur throughout the weekend when there's something important that you need to know about. If you have not accepted the text from Ellie, please do that. She sent out text to all the drivers. You just have to accept that in order for us to be able to communicate with you. So please get that accomplished. Next, I want to introduce our sponsors. So obviously, Firstenaw Financial, my firm, we are one of the sponsors for the weekend. We are excited to host and have you join us. Another main sponsor that's been with us from the beginning is Woodhouse. And so you might see Bill Pemberton or Mark Jorgensen around the track there. So if you see them, please thank them for helping us out. Complete Performance Motorsports will also be at the track. That is Jeff Stout and Victor Caldarelli. They really are your one-stop Viper shop. They do Viper performance, they do repairs, they even make in-house specific Viper parts. Please check in with them if you need anything through the weekend or you need something after the event for your car. Prefix, Scott Rickord is going to be there as well, representing Prefix. I know they work on engines. If you need anything from Scott, many of you have already used their services. He will be there. Also, surprise, special guest, Dick Winkles is going to be joining us. Scott is bringing him to the event. I'm super excited to have Dick there. He's going to be hanging out, visiting with you, and so feel free to say hello. Thank him for coming to join us. We're really honored to have him there with us this year. St. Louis Race Gear. Frank Palazzo, St. Louis Race Gear. They specialize in safety equipment. Frank's not going to be able to be there this year, but if you need helmets, Hans devices, safety-related equipment, please check him out. St. Louis Race Gear or U.S. Race Gear would be where to find him. Venomous Carbon. Eric Nabola and his team will be back again. They make a ton of carbon parts for Vipers and for other vehicles as well. They're going to have a display set up, and please stop in and say hi to Eric when you see him. Parts Rack. If it fits on or in a Viper, you can find it at Parts Rack. Hornady Manufacturing, also a sponsor. Their business, they make bullets. Their theme is deadly, accurate, dependable, maybe not necessarily in that order. But Jason Hornady, he promised me he's probably going to stop out during the week. They are just up the road in Grand Island, so he will be around checking out the cars as well. Thank you to Jason and all of his team for sponsoring us again. Kelderman Manufacturing, Jeff Kelderman, most of you probably know him. Jeff's a great driver. He's been really passionate about it, especially the last few years. But his business, they really do aftermarket suspensions, air ride suspensions for trucks. He's added some other things there as well. They're over in Iowa. Visit with Jeff if you need something for the rig that's hauling your car to the track. Viper Nation, Bob Strickland and the Viper Race League back again this year. We're excited to have Bob with us as well. And just thank him for sponsoring and encouraging all those racers to join us. And then maybe last but not least, Bobby Archer Designs. Bobby will be there. If there's anything you need from Bobby, he's going to have some things set up for you as well. But thank you, Bobby, for joining us again. All right, so let's talk about the schedule. So the schedule, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, different this year. Thursday is going to be a practice day. So many of you signed up for the practice day. It's going to start about 8 o'clock in the morning. And, or rather, we're going to have the track open at least by 8 o'clock in the morning. Jeff is going to set up a driver's meeting about 8:30 to explain the format. It's a looser format, less structured, but he is going to set you into like 3 groups, 3 20-minute groups to run throughout the day. And so the track will go hot at 9 to noon and then from 1 to 4. And you might have signed up for practice day but don't get there right at first thing in the morning. That's okay. When you get there, check in with Jeff. He'll work you in to the rotation. There are no meals included on anything on Thursday, so that's all on you. Our registration check-in starts at 1 o'clock in the clubhouse, and that's going to go till 5. Ellie will be there checking you in, getting you all the information you need. If you need the numbers for your car, she'll have that there for you as well. Tech inspection. We are going to have tech inspection for all the cars from 4 to 7. That will be in the paddock area. We'll announce that with more detail the day of the event. And there will be some parade laps from 5 to 6. So if you haven't been on the track before and you don't make it to the practice, 5 to 6 will give you some time to get around the track and orient yourself as well. Now, something new this year, we're actually going to have a welcome party on Thursday night, and this is going to be great. We are going over to Terry Klatt's garage. There are condos. If you don't know, there are condos at the track, and Terry has actually a couple condo buildings, and he has a huge car collection. So he's going to open it up, share his car collection with us, and First and Off Financial, we are sponsoring and hosting drinks and dessert. And so we're starting that at, I believe it's starting at 7:30. Probably go till about 9:30. Have some yard games set up for all of you. So come over, hang out. It's just kind of a way to kind of start the weekend and say hello to the friends that you missed for the last 12 months. And we're just excited to have you join us for that. We're really excited about a lot of stuff. I've said excited like 100 times already. Friday, driver's meeting, 7 o'clock driver's meeting. And it's going to be probably about a half hour, and we'll get you out to your cars so that we can start the track live at 8 o'clock. We're going to be running 4 groups on Friday, and the race group will actually be in their own group, and then we'll split everybody else up into 3 more groups. We will have some parade laps around noon, and when the track shut down, and then also lunches around noon. And then the first race for the Viper Race League will actually be at 4:30, I believe. Yeah, about 4:35 is going to be the first race. Before that, however, we are hosting, First and Off Financial is hosting a women's event at Terry's condo. So we're going to have drinks and just kind of a social hour or 2 hours from 3 to 5 for any women that want to join us. If you've already let Ellie know, great. If you haven't and you forget, you can join us the day of. That would be awesome. And they're going to be able to watch the cars from Terry's condo. And so if you stay there, you can watch the race from Terry's condo as well. But we would love to have you over there. Shayna, Ellie, and Cassie will all be there with you. Really, after the race, we have dinner, 5:30 to 7-ish. That will also be at the clubhouse. And then really it's a free night for you. So the clubhouse will be open for drinks throughout the evening, so you can come in, have a drink, and socialize. If you just want to hang out because you're tired, this is going to give you a break kind of halfway through before we hit our last day hard on Saturday. Saturday, schedule the same. Driver's meeting at 7, track hot at 8. We're going to shrink everything down to 3 groups. We're going to have a few more cars in each group, but we're going to go down to 3 groups. The first Viper Race League race is actually going to be at 11:45, and we're going to have a second race that day at 5:30. So 1 Viper Race League race on Friday at the end of the day, and we're actually having 2 on Saturday. At lunch, again, parade laps, we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to do a group picture about 1 o'clock. And so that will be on the front stretch of the track, and we'll give you instructions when you get there, but we are going to take a big group picture and get the drone up in the air for all of you. Finally, things wrap up about 6 o'clock, and then at 7:30 we're going to have our banquet. And that is going to be a different location this year. It is going to be at the fairgrounds, the Adams County Fairgrounds. So we're going to have dinner, We're going to have an auction, and we're going to have our awards that night as well. And then Sunday, simple on Sunday, head home. So no track time Sunday, and you have all day to get back home. Speaking about the auction, so we are doing a charity auction this year. It's for the Pluckaman Medical Equipment Ministry. It's a ministry that's it's near and dear to Dave Moore's heart. He helped start this and get this going. He's going to be there to tell us more about it, and I'm really excited to have him be there to tell us about it. And if you have something that you want to donate to the auction, please bring that to Ellie at registration and let her know. Or feel free to call our office ahead of time and give her a heads up as well. And that's, and something that you might have sitting on the shelf that you're not using might be valuable to throw into the auction that somebody else might want. Maybe you're creating something Viper related that you think somebody could enjoy. Whatever you think would be a great auction item, please bring along with you. All right, so right now, this part of the video, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Lucina. He's going to go over a few track-specific things for us, and then we'll hop back into kind of some more administrative things and then wrap it up.
Hi, my name is Jeff Lucina. I'm General Manager here at Motorsport Park Hastings. Thank you for tuning in to watch this video. I'm going to give you a very quick overview of the flags and how we use them here at Motorsport Park Hastings, but more importantly, what you should do as a driver when you see one of these flags and how you let us know that you have seen one of the flags. Stick around through the end of the video. I'm going to give you a catchphrase at the end, and you may or may not be asked this catchphrase when you're registering to make sure you watch the video. So stick with me. This is all important information. We all play well with each other out on the track when we're all driving by the same rules. So first thing, the most important flag that we have is our yellow flag. The yellow flag is displayed in two ways. Standing yellow, that means the entire course is under yellow. No passing, have your vehicle under control. We'll typically send an entire group out under standing yellow. We do that for two reasons. Let you get warmed up, and number two, more importantly, is so you see where all the flag stations are located around the track for that session. We've got 2.15 miles, 13 turns, a lot of worker stations. So that way when they first send you out, they are standing yellow so that you know where they're at. Make a mental note, hey, there's a worker there. And the best way to do that is to give them a wave. You've now created a physical action, waving to that flag person, letting them know, I see you. The communication has been completed, okay? So standing yellow, make a note of where they are around the track. The other way we display the yellow is a waving yellow. This means that there's a situation that has happened or is immediately still happening in front of you. Slow down, have your vehicle under control, be prepared to take evasive maneuvers when you get to that. Again, no passing under a standing yellow or a waving yellow. A good example might be a car that is spun down here in turn 4, might be completely crosswise across the track. Worker at turn 4 is going to be waving the yellow frantically to get you to slow down as you come through that turn. Slow down. You may have to drive 2 wheels off. You may have to drive 4 wheels off the track to get around whatever the incident was. But the important thing is under a waving yellow, do not stop. Keep circulating, keep moving, because if you stop at one incident, now we've created a larger incident by you stopping. So a waving yellow flag, again, acknowledge it, slow down, be prepared to take evasive maneuvers. Green flag, everyone loves the green flag. The green flag here at Motorsport Park Hastings is displayed at turn 1. So once we got the entire run group out there under standing yellow, yellows will come down, the green will either be hung or more than likely waved vigorously so that you know all the passing zones are open for business. Pick up the pace, get on with it, and have a great time driving under the green flag. If there are no flags at any of the other turns, that means the entire track is green. You will only see the green flag at turn 1. The next command flag, these are all command flags where we are giving you important information that you must follow, is the black flag. Black flag means that there's been a driver infraction, or there may be a vehicle issue with your vehicle, or we may need to clear the entire track. Maybe a vehicle has just stalled on track and we need to get everyone off the track. So the black flag can have three meanings: driver infraction, vehicle problem, or we need to simply get all the cars off the track. So if you see the black flag, yes, it is for you. Corner workers actually may point at you and display it. If you see the black flag, please report to pit road at the next opportunity. So continue on around the track, give the signal for pit in, come in pit road. We will have a black flag station on pit road, a black flag standing up in a cone. Once you come up the black flag station, the grid marshal or the safety steward will come out and let you know what the infraction was. If there's time left in the session, we will get you back out on track. So again, this could be for a single driver, multiple drivers, or the entire session. Black flag, pit road. That's what you need to remember. Red flag is an emergency situation. We've had a car create a situation where we need everyone stopped. Red is for stop. So again, when you see the flag, acknowledge it. But now we're going to be doing something different, right? We're not continuing driving, we're stopping. So I see the red flag, I acknowledge the worker, I'm immediately checking my mirror. Make sure that my buddies aren't right behind me and that they're seeing the red flag as well, because now I'm going to be stopping, bringing the car to a safe and controlled stop on the track so that emergency vehicles can get by. Try to stop within sight of a worker station so that when the emergency situation has been resolved, they can put out the yellow flag or the black flag or whatever to get you back as part of your session. So a red flag is an emergency situation. Please stop in a safe, controlled manner on the track surface. Speaking of the track surface, next flag is the surface flag. This means there's grass, oil, water, coolant, transmission fluid, transmission parts, rear diff parts. Alien spacecraft may have crashed on the track. We don't know what it is. So that's why we are showing you the debris flag. There's something on the track that needs your attention. Don't drive over it, but just be aware of what it is, okay? You might see this for a lap or two before the worker pulls it down. We've let you know that there's debris on the track. Another way we use the debris flag here at MPH is this way. Folded in two, pointing to the sky. That means that there's rain in the area. It's a large track here at Motorsport Park Hastings. Sun could be shining in turn 2. It could be raining in turn 4. So we would show you the rain flag or the moisture from the sky flag. So that's what that flag means. All right, hang with me. We're just about there. Blue flag means faster traffic approaching. Let them pass at the next opportunity. If you see the black flag, yes, it's for you. There's a faster vehicle coming. You should never be surprised by a blue flag. If you're surprised by a blue flag, that means you're not checking your mirrors enough, and that there's 1, 2, 4 cars behind you that are driving at a quicker pace than you are. Please let them by at the next available passing zone. We'll discuss the passing zone at the driver's meeting. So let the faster traffic go by. It could also be slow traffic out on the track. White flag means there's a slower vehicle in front of you. Could be one of your fellow drivers. Could be someone that's run out of gas, having a mechanical issue. It could be one of our track vehicles out to retrieve parts of the alien spacecraft that's on the track. White flag means slower traffic. Be advised, be aware that there's still a vehicle moving, but at a slower pace. When you come upon that vehicle, if it's in a passing zone, take a safe pass. If it's an emergency vehicle, do not buzz my vehicles while they're out on track, but make a pass in a safe, controlled manner and be on your way. White flag, slower vehicle on track. And finally, checkered flag. Session is over. This means you've made it to the end of your session. Checkered flag will be displayed at turn 1. Woo! I made it. We're done. Keep your helmet on. Keep your brain engaged. Keep your belts buckled. And drive a cool down lap. Best way to cool your vehicle is to keep the vehicle moving. Air going through the radiator, rotors, and wheels and tires moving with minimal brakes. Wave at the corner workers. Thank them for their job. Give them a thumbs up. No passing after the checkered flag. Checkered flag session's over. Checkered flag here 1. You've got almost an entire lap before you pit in. And again, anytime you're coming off the track, get that arm up and out the window, signal that I'm coming off the track, and come on. If you're coming off during the session, come to the black flag station, or when the session's completed, you'll come all the way down pit road and exit here at gate 2. So I told you, thank you very much for sticking with me, and we will see you out on track. Let's go.
Thanks, Jeff, for that information. And so we're going to have all this information emailed out to you. We're going to have a PDF that has all of the details on the schedule, the roster of participants. We'll probably send that out a week ahead once everything is finalized. If you don't have that handy, we're going to have a QR code at the track that you can scan and have that information on your phone. We're going to provide you some water to get you started, compliments of First and Off Financial. But more importantly, when that water runs out, get some more water somewhere. You need to stay hydrated because I'm sure it's going to be a warm weekend in June. We are going to have sponsor stickers, so we do want you to display those on your car, whether it's First and Off Financial or Woodhouse or Hornady. Put the sponsor stickers on your car that day. We would appreciate that. Timing and scoring. So you are going to have access to transponders. That's included in your registration. If you have your own transponder, you can use those as well. But they use Race Monitor for timing and scoring, and so if you download the Race Monitor app, you'll be able to see that throughout the weekend. There's going to be ice available. It's behind the bathrooms, but maybe ask me that day or ask us that day. There is ice. It's a $5 courtesy donation for the ice. All right, important part. The code for our video that you've watched this is 15. It's Viper Rendezvous 15, so the code is 15. And just a few more things to wrap it up. Viper Rendezvous is bringing back the Viper Race League. And so a couple points to clarify there. Everybody is part of the Viper Rendezvous, and we're going to give out some trophies and awards based on lap times throughout the weekend. So everybody's included in the Viper Rendezvous trophies. But there is also the Viper Race League time trials, and some of you have signed up for that as well. So you'll be eligible both for the Viper Rendezvous trophies as well as the Viper Race League trophies. So both of those are going on simultaneously. There isn't anything special you need to do. All the lap times for the whole weekend are going into the pool for both. So if you're in both, you'll be eligible for both. If you're just in there for the Viper Rendezvous, you'll be eligible for Viper Rendezvous. Race fuel, important. If you do need race fuel, the pump and pantry is like a half-mile down the road. That does have race fuel for you, so that is available. Also, I do want to point out the clubhouse. The clubhouse is going to be open for the whole weekend. They are going to have food in between our normal food schedules. So your registration actually includes lunch on Friday, dinner Friday, lunch Saturday, and the banquet on Saturday night. And if you have a guest, we want you to register and pay for their meals as well to include them in that. But any other time that you go in, not part of that, the clubhouse will have some food available, some food and drinks, and I know they'll be open in the evenings as well to provide drinks and just a cool place to hang out, even if it's during the middle of the day. I think that's it. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you again. I'm ready to get my car running. I don't know if you can tell, but it's filthy. It needs cleaned up, and I need to get the oil change. And I already got my tires mounted, so that's ready to go. But getting closer, get your car ready, and we will see you soon.